And we are the Non-Prophets. Denis Loubet with Eric Murphy and Jamie Boone am I. On the 20th of June, 2018, from the Free Thought Library in Austin, Texas, live, we are coming to you. The Atheist Community of Austin, this show is sponsored by a nonprofit educational organization for the promotion of positive atheism and the separation of church and state it is. If their voicemail at 512-220-6561 you call, or their website at www.atheist-community.org you visit, more about the ACA you will learn. Broadcasts live every first and third Wednesday of each month from 7:30 to 9 Central Time, the Non-Prophets does, by following the directions at www.nonprofitsradio.com, the Non-Prophets chat room you can join. Enjoy the show by sitting back, you should.
Very nice. Yes. Does the intro Dennis does. Yeah. That intro, in fact, I like.
It is.
Yeah, that was very good, very good.
Yes.
So,
I meant to do it in a funny voice, but then I lost it.
No.
In all the confusion.
No, it was good. It was good. We are here. I'm super excited. Dennis, you got us.
Our name's correct.
Yeah,
yes. Having asked each of you before the show.
I wasn't going to say anything.
So bad.
No, we're good. We're good. You are prepared.
So what is our pre-segment ramble going to be about, or are we going to go into the first segment? This is great.
Well, you know, there's so much on the news. I kind of just want to dive in. But before that,
so
anything big happened in the last 2 weeks in personal lives? I know, because I can think of something freaking amazing. Are you ready for this, Dennis?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Tell me.
Are you prepared?
My body is ready.
All right. What kind of show is this again? I mean, I've been on here before.
His body is ready.
I have to say that.
All right. Well, since your body is ready, I hope everyone else's bodies are ready, because the Non-Prophets is on Patreon.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right. People can go to patreon.com/thenonprophets and support this show. Everybody out there in the internet land, I know that there's some amazing, incredible...
Give us all your money. Give us the money. Give us the money at patreon.com/thenonprophets.
Okay, here's the deal. You can tell that our voices are sounding a whole lot better because we... Stop it! You can tell that our voices have sound better because we... I'm going to fucking mute you. All right. So...
You can't.
Yes, I can.
Dennis, you're going to be doing the show solo.
I know. This is weird.
Right? Okay.
All right.
Patreon.com/thenonprophets. Please check it out. Help support the show because it keeps the lights on. It keeps us being able to... I mean, we got these mics. It's amazing. Take a look. Can we take a look at Jamie's earwear, please? Can we look at that? And Dennis's earwear over here. Please, we would really, plastic Patreon support actually helps us to be able to give a good quality.
Yeah, we are one piece at a time getting something like a professional-ish.
Yes, and that also includes cameras.
Yeah.
We want to get 4K cameras. We want you to see us live in 4K.
Yeah,
and it is your... patronage that can actually help us get there. So please, if you can, even just $1 an episode is huge. People don't think that it doesn't add up, but it really does.
Eventually, of course. It'll take us a while, but eventually we'll be asking for the private jet and all the other stuff. But right now, it's just like, headphones and stuff like that.
Well,
we'll work our way up.
Private jet.
Agreed. And in case people are worried, how many episodes are there a month?
2 episodes a month.
2 episodes a month, which means that if you pledge $1 an episode, it is $2 a month. It is not more than that.
Yeah.
So please consider becoming a patron.
So what's our first segment?
Depending on how they got it set up, it's not a subscription. It's a per episode.
Per creation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. That means that you can cap your monthly contribution.
Yes, you
You can place a cap on that to not exceed your budget.
It also means
And it won't affect how much nonprofits you get.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're going to continue doing it. It's just the patronage that can help us get there.
Yeah, and it also means if we fuck up and miss a week, you don't get charged. So.
Cheers.
Yeah. So what's our first segment?
Our first segment. Well, you know what? Can we just address the elephant in the room? Let's get some news. Can we roll the news?
Oh, God.
Because have you heard the God news?
I've heard some.
Yay! Kids. All right. So, have you heard that kids are being put in cages? Has that been a thing that we've talked about?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have?
Yeah, but it's for a religious...
it's biblical.
It's biblical. They've given excuses, religious excuses for it. So.
I actually crawled out from under my rock, and even I saw Sarah Huckabee Sanders saying that it was biblical that they were doing that bullshit. Can we just talk about this for a second?
Mr. Sessions, yes.
Yeah.
He
biblical
whips out,
to follow the law when we pass it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Cool. So that's energetic.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think
it was Stephen Colbert who read some passages just a little bit beyond that to completely contradict.
Yeah. No, Romans is really not the best freaking book to quote from if you're going to try.
No kidding.
There was where is her thing? There was a person that wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post talking about how Sessions is inventing a faith all his own.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And
as every Christian does.
Yeah. No, that's effectively the point that I wanted to bring up with this friggin' op-ed is it begins with the following sentence. The greater the truth, the worse the lie. The corruption of the best is the worst of all. Oh. At which point I was wondering whether I was opening a fortune cookie, but God.
Yeah, I'm hearing so much about false Christians and stuff in comments and things. I'm going, you've always been this.
Yeah, this has always been the case, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I spoke to a friend who Hitler came up, and surprisingly, they didn't try and say that Hitler was an atheist, which was good. But they did say
in the right direction.
Hitler, who thought he was a Christian. And I was just like...
Everyone?
God mit uns on the belt buckles of the soldiers? Yeah. Really? Do you really want to...
Yeah, they thought they were Christians, Eric.
Yeah.
But they did stuff that we know is bad, so nuh-uh.
Well, you know what? At least we know that they're not Scotsmen. That's for damn sure.
That's right.
They are not real Scotsmen. They go on to talk about how in the Bible and in Romans, God, I sound like I'm on a Christian radio show.
Go for it.
Further on in the Bible, Jeff Sessions contradicts the Word of God. But where it's like Jesus and his followers in this series of rambling stories with this incoherent person are wanderers and are welcomed in all these lands, and there's all the Deuteronomy, whatever it is, where it's, be nice to strangers because you were strangers in Egypt, and, don't murder people, don't fuck with other shit. And then there's also one in Jeremiah that's like
practically verbatim.
Yeah, if you really change your ways and your actions, and I'm quoting the Bible right now. What is my life? All right, and deal with each other justly. I got into this gig to not have to quote the Bible.
I know.
Okay, if you do not oppress the foreigner, the fatherless, or the widow, and do not shed innocent blood in this place, ellipsis, then I will let you live in this place, and I will give it to your ancestors forever and ever, or whatever, which is like, so don't be mean to other people, and then you can have Israel forever. And
seems simple enough.
But no, there's a who's the more artful cherry picker is effectively...
Well, Republican Jesus, isn't it?
Yes, he is the best. He would have won the majority if all of the illegal, Philistines and Roman centurions hadn't come in and voted.
That's right.
Yeah, that joke was far too removed.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah.
having kids separated from their parents, particularly when they're like 10 years old, is bad.
Yeah.
You know what else is bad? I mean, people are talking about the kids, but just sticking human beings in cages and dehumanizing them. No, that's fine. It's the fucking kids that we're upset about, right? Yeah, no, that I totally get that. Right? No, you can put an adult in a cage and nobody gets mad.
Yeah,
no, it's the kids. It's the kids, right? We got to worry about the kids.
For a second, I thought you were going to go on a rant about how we
which
shouldn't
generates
have
the most outrage, the most useful outrage?
Well, if you're brown and an adult, then it really doesn't matter, does it? No.
It might.
It drives me up the wall how we can dehumanize people, and it just...
Well, I mean, it does, but at this point, I have like the cynical resignation to it, because this is what like the march of an increasingly powerful government with a fascist view of the world looks like, and no one says that.
Well,
yeah.
I will tell you that I do have my way to fix this, and that is by drinking beer out of this, the Nonprofits mug, which you can buy.
Wow, that's a great mug.
Right? So I'm going to continue to get steadily drunk
as we placement
as we move into the next section. Jamie, what do you got next?
Right.
Are we doing another news story? Dennis, what is the order that you usually do this in?
We usually kind of alternate, but I am not prepared.
Okay.
I thought your body was prepared, Dennis.
Yeah.
Yes, well.
Yeah.
We need to lube him up.
I can always... Whoa!
What show am I on? What is this? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Whoa, no.
All right.
We are on the YouTube. Let's not get fucked by YouTube in a serious way. Our organization cannot take that. Eric, don't fuck us on YouTube.
Yeah, just keep saying the F word. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. Yeah,
fuck is fine.
No one will complain.
Fuck is fine. Fucking is a different story.
Okay, so
I sound like a Christian apologist now, but
I do have different articles that are about this across a whole bunch of different websites, and it just all says the same thing. It's Trump appointee says, no, it's totes cool. And it just absolutely blows me away. But there is one other that really, really got me, and it is on this niche Christian show. And it blew me away. So it's the Faith and Freedom program on Bill Mitchell's Your Voice America network. Okay. Where host Leigh Mitchell weighed in on the controversy.
Haters. Oh, this woman. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She was my second segment, so keep going.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to hit you with the highlights, right? The highlights are that she says, quote, "It is not America's fault. It is their fault, the immigrants' fault. If you're here illegally, guess what? Your family is at risk of being broken up, because that is what happens in a law-abiding society." That's right. Breaking up families is just what happens
in a
law-abiding society, right? She goes on to let us know that, you know, that these children are really not the best children, obviously. Quote, rape after rape after rape. Children below 10 years old engaging in sexual activity. All kinds of sin and disgrace and darkness. The pit of the pits. So we're not getting the top of the line echelon people coming over this border. We're getting criminals. I mean, total criminals that are so debased and their minds are just gone. They're unclean. They're murderers. They're treacherous.
They're God haters.
They're God haters.
Yeah, with that one...
Grief.
I didn't watch the whole segment, but I wasn't sure from the beginning of that quote whether she was talking about the children being raped and that making them unclean and terrible.
No, the children are the
rapists. Yeah, okay. Children under the age of 10. What is the rate of children under the age of 10 raping people?
Please do not send us stories of children under the age of 10 raping people.
We do not want to read your fan fiction. No. The children under the age of 10, just no. Okay.
Go on. I really don't want to derail on that.
Well, when you
all the things to derail on,
it makes it sound like it's me. It's not me.
Jamie,
I keep my eyes on a
Dr. Brenner said that we weren't going to go in this.
You said you weren't going to bring up Dr. Brenner.
Okay, you know what,
You said you weren't going to do it. You said you weren't going to.
I swear, right here on the air.
Oh my God. When we get back, to the don't lash out.
Not in front of Dennis. Don't do this in front of Dennis.
Okay.
Okay.
You're only saying that because you know I was going to say that.
Think of me, the children. Yeah.
The obviously rapey children.
Oh God. Yeah.
So,
I mean, to talk about dehumanization, yeah, it's there was a government memo released a few weeks back that I'm kicking myself for not having prepared, where it was describing members of like MS-13, which is a vicious gang having knifed and murdered people or whatever, that repeatedly referred to the members of this gang as animals, like just the MS-13 animals, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, animals. I think they talked about it on this month's Godless Bitches, which you can also find on all of your ACA content, cross-promotion, cough, cough. But
Cough, Godless
very
Bitches
much,
also has a Patreon.
Yes, cough, cough, Godless Bitches.
Go on.
Is this like saying over at the end of when you're done talking? You have to say cough, cough at the end, cough, cough? Cricket. Yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm vetting email.
All right. Well, you do that.
I thought you probably need a minute as well to process the fact that someone said that in American media.
And that is how we are justifying the inhumane treatment of people.
That's how some people are trying to justify the complete and utter erasure of human beings as human beings.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
blows my
matter
mind.
because they're the children of God. We're all corrupted, apparently. And so if God says follow the law, then the fact that we pass shit laws
Right.
is entirely justified. I mean, to be quite honest, that's reasoning can be used to justify any government action.
Yeah, but that is...
I mean, it's a somber note because the moment you say Hitler, everyone's brain turns off.
Yeah, but then again, the very guy who coined the... what's the rule? As soon as you mention Hitler, you've lost the argument.
Yeah. Godwin's Law.
Godwin's Law.
That's right.
The guy
Godwin.
who coined Godwin's Law has said publicly, go ahead, these guys are Nazis.
That
one I hadn't heard.
Yeah, that's apparently the case.
That is the God news. Jamie, I think it's your turn. What do you have for us today?
I just did that. I just did the God news. What are you talking about?
No, that was it.
I brought up the God news. And do you have a shit internet apologist thing?
I do, but there's more. That's okay, because I actually really enjoy this part. I really love this. So are we ready?
Well, okay. Do we not alternate between godless news and shit internet apologist thing? We worked all of this out in advance.
No, the shit internet apologists say is a one thing.
Okay,
Jamie.
We alternate between news stories
and
listener mail.
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
It's your turn. I think we actually have an animation for that.
Yeah.
Let's get that animation.
Oh gosh, let's hope I have an email by the time it finishes.
Listener mail.
I have a question.
Dennis has a question.
Right.
What's funny is with that animation, one of them's wearing a blue shirt, but the one wearing the blue shirt was bald and had giant 1970s glasses. So, am I dressed correctly? No, never mind. What's your question, Dennis?
Well, it's not my question. It's listener mail.
So what's your listener mail, Dennis?
Let's see. This is from Linda. I enjoy listening and now watching your show very much. I came across the article below written up in Conservapedia, which I know is a biased conservative source of information, which talks about a study done by Georgetown University, another biased source of information, that says that atheists in quite large numbers eventually revert to some form of Christianity. If this interests any of you, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Great. Now I've got to open up the link. Ew. So let's see. Come on.
In the meantime,
what do you think? I don't think that happens. I don't have any numbers to back up my dismissal of that claim that atheists revert.
No.
But it doesn't sound right to me.
I would feel like most atheists don't think about it and wouldn't call themselves atheists because it's just not important to them. They don't think about what they believe. And so I would say it would be more reasonable as a hypothesis to hypothesize that most atheists never formally deconvert or whatever. Then most atheists go through this, determine that they don't believe something, and then go, actually, I do. Oh, wait.
What was his name? He did the Case for Christ.
Oh, gosh.
Lee Strobel. He paints himself in his book as having been an atheist.
And reverted, But when he describes that period of when he was an atheist, it's like we're going, no.
I'm unaware of very many atheists that put together presentations about why evolution is inaccurate for their church.
That does seem kind of weird. To
put together presentations, I mean, we don't do that.
The story has loaded atheism and its retention rate in individuals. In 2012, a Georgetown University study was published indicating that in the United States, only about 30% of those who grow up in atheist households remain atheist as adults. According to Dr. Mark Gray, of those raised as atheists, 30% are now affiliated with a Protestant denomination, 10% are Catholic, 2% are Jewish, 1% are Mormon, and 1% are pagan. Right off the bat, that's weird.
Yeah, I feel like it's...
Because raised as atheists? Is that what atheist parents do? None that I'm familiar with. They usually give their kids... the freedom to choose.
The freedom to choose and the freedom to think. And then the 1% Jewish is like, oh, okay, so there's a bunch of secular Jewish families that would just say, like, now. And then their children reconnect with the tradition. And
I actually am trying to imagine the atheist family. Right, the atheist family unit that raises their children in this strictly atheist manner, like the child is actually cooking a
Sorry, what? No, I was doing the thing because that's the atheist family unit.
The atheist family unit actually involved in that. So you go into the kitchen and the child's biting into a Hebrew National hot dog and the dad just slaps it out of his hand and goes, no, we are atheists in this house. You will eat haram and like it, you know?
Well, I mean... How do you maintain an atheist bubble? I mean, it doesn't seem to make sense.
It blows my mind, you know? You're only reading Dawkins in this house, okay?
That's right.
Jeez.
They says the retention rate is even worse for the full-blown atheist population. 60% of those raised atheists abandon atheism, and 0.5% of the population was raised atheists, and 0.3% of it left atheism. And while 1.4% of the population became atheist, the fact that nearly all of the nation is not atheist means that the non-atheist population has a retention rate of 98.6%, which is... nearly 2.5 times better than the atheist retention rate of 4.
What?
What the hell is this garbage?
Yeah, I'm losing this math somewhere in the labeling.
Yeah, I would think a 98% retention rate is pretty fucking
good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Failure. That's...
Yeah.
Oh, it means that the non-atheist population has a retention rate of 98.6.
Oh.
The non-atheist.
Okay, that's not confusing at all. The theist population,
nearly 2.5 times better than the atheist retention rate of 40%.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Let's actually do some real numbers, because I know that if you went to the Pew Research Center, right, and you look at religiosity, if you were to take a look at self-reported religiosity, you'll see this large number, and then when you account for people who say, oh, well, I usually only go on Christmas, you know, and Easter, right, then almost half of them drop out.
Yeah.
You know, you only have 30-some% of self-reported Christians regularly going to church, and it's like, really? Do you want to go? Really? Really? Is that where you're going with it? Because you want to?
That's where they're going with it.
Because we can do that. We can do that if you want. How many atheist things do you do every day versus Christian things? You know, unless you're wiping your ass with the Bible, shitting is a secular thing.
Wow.
I mean, really, do we really want to?
This article goes on, but there's a contents thing here that has some interesting.
Ooh, what do you got?
Headlines in it. One is unattractiveness of atheism.
No, unattractiveness.
Atheist factions and infighting.
Unattractiveness?
Unattractiveness of atheism.
Can we?
Is it?
I mean, really. Let's get a camera on Jamie.
Average. Okay. All right, Curls.
Let's get a camera. Let's get a camera.
No, you're on the couch tonight anyway. It doesn't matter.
Look at that. Look at this sexy man over here, right, with his well-groomed beard, right? He's available.
That's true, actually.
Hashtag right swipe Jamie.
God.
Hashtag right swipe Jamie.
Oh, there's no swiping on Tinder or on Grindr. But
it's been said.
Yeah.
Jamie is single, gentlemen. All right.
So what is? My job is to derail the conversation. Thank you. What are we're talking about unattractive something?
Oh, well,
infighting.
Scroll down to there, and
we actually have just addressed both of those things:
it's
infighting and attractiveness.
Basically, this is reasons for the non-retention. You know,
that is totally existent.
Yeah.
The non-retention.
It's
all those
the American Christian
churches keeping track.
Todd Strandberg said of atheism, the ranks of atheism have always been small. The key problem with atheism is that it lacks a strong selling point.
I don't know. Have you seen the atheist pamphlet, Dennis?
Selling point. They're trying to sell
atheism. Well, it
gets
a lot easier to sell when you're saying not
Christianity.
That.
Yeah.
You get to point to, look at the hypocrisy and horrendous shit that these guys are doing. We're not that, and all of the good parts of church.
Throughout mankind's history, most people have found atheism to be uninteresting and ungratifying.
False.
Fuck you.
Furthermore, while atheism lacks any proof and evidence that it is true, Christianity offers a wealth of evidence confirming its veracity.
A wealth of evidence?
Yep, they just lied right there, so I'm
stuck
dismissing
on the phrase
the entire
truth
freaking
and
article.
Evidence, because truth and, oh, God.
What a pile of garbage.
Truth and evidence that it's accurate and correct. Can we get some...
I'd like to see one.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Give me your best shot.
I'm having flashbacks to all this shock of God fans that don't understand what that phrase means or what atheism is.
Oh, I know.
By the way, the chat
yes
has started hashtag grind on Jamie.
Hashtag grind on Jamie.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well then.
Another fantastic email. Actually, I'm really glad they sent that in.
Sent us in a truly horrible direction. Thank you.
Hey, I'm not that bad. What are you talking about?
But I've actually got an amazing news story. This was sent to me by one of our mods. Actually, Zach, thank you so much for sending this in. Right here in our own backyards, the FFRF has a victory.
Yeah.
I know. The Freedom from Religion Foundation has successfully sued Texas Governor Greg
Abbott.
Well, I had it first.
No, really? I had it first, but I was going to let you take your turn. It's fine. I'll take the next one.
The Freedom from Religion Foundation has triumphed.
Yeah.
In federal court against Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who had ordered in 2015 the removal of its winter solstice Bill of Rights nativity from the state capitol. And so just down the street, over at the state capitol right here in Austin, Texas, there is a nativity scene that was put up that has the founding fathers along with the Statue of Liberty looking down at the Bill of Rights in a manger. They put it up, right? Almost right away.
Wow.
Greg Abbott was like, take that shit out of here.
Yeah.
And the FFRF went, oh, hold on a second. I thought we can allow religious displays. And this was, put up. And no, it got ordered out, and the FFRF has won. And that happened today.
Wow.
June 20th, 2018. We can actually
breaking news.
Walk away with that. I'm actually really, really excited. Thank you so much to the FFRF. They do some really, really, really amazing work. I know that I'm a member, and if you are not a member of the FFRF, definitely support them as well. Other than also, patreon.com/the nonprofits. But the FFRF does really, really amazing work. So thank you so much.
So after you're done there. Yeah.
That's right. I'll give one quote from the FFRF's press release. In a final judgment issued late yesterday, Tuesday, June 19th, U.S. District Judge Sam Sparks for the Western District of Texas, Austin Division, declared that Abbott violated FFRF's free speech rights. That's right.
Cool.
We actually get a win. Right, just can we just live in this nice warm little place where every once in a while something right happens?
Yeah,
just
the law.
Yeah, it's good.
Almost like a government should be a government and not a church.
Almost.
So, unless you wanted to talk about how Jesus is dumb in that regard, I've got another story.
What do you got?
We're just gonna let that comment go. No, whatever.
Nope,
all right.
No, we're good.
Ken Ham can't find enough Creationist employees, so he's loosening restrictions. This is Ken Ham with his art park. It was one of those things where there were questions because he was doing some very questionable things or things that I've been told are questionable. I'm going to watch my mouth here so we don't get sued. At one point, the Ark Park was the property of whatever his business thing that he owns and setups was. And then he sold it for like
$1, right?
Some very small amount. I think it might have been, I think it was technically more than a single dollar.
Oh, we got love. They're throwing out love.
His non-profit ministry or something.
Yeah.
Because they were going to start taxing part of it. And so he sold it and went, no, it's part of a ministry. And I think the FFRF actually sent a very helpful letter to the small Kansas town saying, well, that would mean that it was no longer all of the money that it was given because it was a business or whatever. So the accusation by other people that I've heard that's not me saying is that it was like tax evasion and all of this. And that's one among many problems it's had, including having a like, oh, if you work here, here's a statement of faith we need you to sign, which isn't really something you get to do if you are a business at all. And so evidently, they need to loosen their thing because, not that many people want to work in a failing, rinky-dink, little fake boat.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Eric,
Here's
you
what
like working in fake boats, right?
I do, and I want to continue to work in a fake boat. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I want to say this now. I want the ACA to buy the Ark Park when it goes out of business. And I want the Atheist Community of Austin to
move to Kansas.
Move a giant boat across the country. Could you imagine, people like it's like when the space shuttle went through LA and everybody watched, right? We're watching this giant piece of shit boat just get moved slowly to Texas, amid signs from the Christian, right? Oh no, you're taking away our big fucking shit boat, right?
We just drag it into the sea.
Yeah, see if it floats.
Yes.
No, but I mean,
because the only way that they would stop us. Oh, I'm picturing it now. We drag it into the sea through Texas and then to the border, and they're trying to get the government to stop us. And they're like, no, you can't. There's laws restricting dumping trash in the Gulf. And then we reply, so you think the Ark is trash? And then the Christian right doesn't know who to be mad at. Can we make this a movie? I want to watch it now.
President, get on this. We need to do this.
Someone get me Ken Ham's number. I've got an offer for
Hashtag buy
him.
the Ark Park. No, actually, no, I'm sorry. We do need hashtag.
Hashtag sink the Ark.
That's a really good story. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sink the R. Sink the. Okay, so hang on. There's more details in this that I need to read back over. So I needed you to talk more, and then I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. I actually have another story. I've got a couple that just are amazing.
Go for it.
But before I do, did you want to get the next email, or do you want me to do this story first?
Go do the story.
Do the story first. All right. So do we want to learn about a new religion that's coming up, or do we want to learn about a prophetess who's got some amazing magical powers?
Okay, I just saw part of the prophetess headline.
Don't look at my screen.
You know what? I can look at your screen if I want.
All right.
They get to look at your screen when the thing goes to Dennis.
Self-declared prophetess Kat Kerr.
Wait, is that too? I'm sorry. Can we get a spell? What is the what?
Katkerr.
Is it one word?
No, it's first name Kat, last name Kerr.
With K's. Okay.
Yes.
If her parents gave her that name, they kind of doomed her to a life of ridiculousness. But
no, she could have been. She could have been a superhero. Okay, it's alliterative. You can do that.
That's true,
right?
She could have been like Catwoman's nemesis because she's a cur to the cat. This is the part where you just go with the story. Go.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Actually, you know what? She actually failed at her superpowers because she thought that she could take control of a volcano and a tropical storm. She said she was totes gonna do it, and
how did that work out for her?
It didn't work out very well. It didn't work out, Jamie.
She couldn't control a tropical storm and a volcano? I mean, one or the other, but both?
Right? Yeah.
That was her mistake, thinking she could control
Taking
both.
on too much.
Too much.
You know, though, could you imagine that X-Men? Could you imagine her actually doing it? I really, you want to root for her to be that superhero. And she actually said about... Oh, what was the name of the storm? It was Tropical Storm Alberto. And she said, I, as a believer of Jesus Christ, I take authority over that storm.
Dun, dun, dun.
I say to you, storm, you will diminish. You're going to hear reports of it being downgraded because it has to obey us. Somebody sent me a message saying, this is still her, who do you think you are, Jesus Christ? You think you can command the weather? And I went, absolutely yes. I'm a joint heir. Are you kidding? He took authority over the weather, and we are supposed to be doing the same. You will not do destruction to your country, Kerr told the storm. You will not bring flooding rains. We command the rain to cease. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Wow, that's an amazing storm-stopping technique right there.
Yeah. Just
how successful was it?
Shout that into the wind.
11 people were killed.
Oh, wow.
I'm
well.
so sorry to them and
Golly.
to all their families. We're obviously not laughing at the people that were killed.
No, we're laughing
storm.
at the shit stick who thought she could stop the storm.
Yeah. I feel like this is something that needs to be pointed to whenever anyone's like, oh, no one really believes it. What harm does religion do? This person...
Oh, yeah. Beliefs have consequences.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We keep saying that, and no one listens.
Well, so actually the governor of North Carolina... The governor of North Carolina also needed to declare a state of emergency. It was so bad.
Wow.
If you want to look this up, this is on Patheos. This was written by Ed Brayton. But it continues. Are we ready? Are we ready for the continuation of this?
Yes.
Because bitch thought she could move a volcano, too. Stop a volcano.
Cool.
Let's do this.
She thought she could move a volcano.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, like Muhammad moved a mountain or something.
Well, she thought she had authority over the volcano in Hawaii that is causing so much havoc. She said, quote, we have authority over volcanoes. Quote, we can even...
We have authority over volcanoes. I want like, you know...
I want to send her a cape.
I mean, under the definition of hubris, her name should be there, you know.
Example, this woman. No. You know, in like cheesy cops movie where it's like, all right, no, I'm coming in and I'm the FBI and I've got jurisdiction now. I want one of them to come in and be like, I have authority over kidnapping. This is my
The children
case
must
now.
be returned now.
I'm picturing.
Right. So she continues to say, quote, we can even tell them to stop the volcano.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Christ
knock
stopped.
yourself
You
out.
can tell them to stop.
Christ stopped the storm. So while we're taking power and authority over the devil controlling that volcano,
Did
the
Christ,
devil controlling the volcano. Well, didn't you know?
did Christ stop a storm?
He did when he was walking on the water in the story that the. I mean,
Oh, it
to
was
be
in
clear,
he was
to be
walking
very-
on water in a storm?
Yeah, to be very clear, no. This
Okay,
is
I
a
didn't realize
story
that.
from like
Well, yes, of
over
course,
2,000 years ago.
But
So
the
it didn't
story,
happen.
It was in the
The
Bible.
story says he
there's a
stopped the
story.
storm.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized
also,
that.
did you know that Jack climbed a beanstalk, and that's how we actually know that giants exist?
Ah.
So yeah.
Well, damn.
That's what all those bones are. The clouds fell, and they.
And in the meantime, the devil's just hanging out at the volcano
Yeah,
going,
he's
keep
like-
going, let's do it. Right?
The only
Just-
problem
just
is Jack and the
pumping
Beanstalk
magnet out.
doesn't have as much fanfic written about it.
I know, right?
That's
Where's our Book
Oh,
of Mormon
man.
equivalent for Jack and the Beanstalk?
You can send fan fiction of Jack and the Beanstalk.
yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh. No,
To
I've just had a
Dennis.
revelation. All of the
Not
old
slash
fairy
fic,
tales
you sicko.
have like that revamped, rewritten version
Sure.
in Disney.
Of course.
Yeah. So Disney is taking over the world and going to install a theocracy, and we're all going to have to worship Mickey Mouse and Christ is dead.
You know what? Honestly, as long as the Marvel cast is back together, I'm pretty okay.
You shall not blaspheme.
Okay. Do you want me to continue?
Let me be the first to welcome our animated overlords.
Okay, I'm going to continue.
yeah, let's
so
do it.
while we're taking power and authority over the devil controlling the volcano, people are going to be laughing about this. I totally ignore them. Just ignore them. They don't know what they're saying, and they don't even know
You
what's
do you,
going on.
girl.
Right? They don't understand spirit realm authority. They don't understand.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. They don't understand that Jesus made us joint heirs, but I do. Care declared, so I take authority over that volcano. I command it to cease exploding, shooting out the lava, that the pressure be released, but without any destruction to people. I command that lava. You will stop flowing, and you will crystallize before you touch any more people or their property.
You know, this
False.
couldn't be any more insane if it was parody.
600
like-
homes
I feel
destroyed
like
so far
if
by the volcano.
If it was parody, people would like say that it was ridiculous and beyond the pale, and of course this
Yeah.
would never
Yeah.
happen,
nope.
etc. But no, yeah, it's the truth is stranger than
They
fiction.
actually go there.
Yeah, and fiction has to be credible. Truth doesn't, nor do prophets, apparently.
This is truly amazing. You know, even Fox News says there's no end in sight right now to this lava flow.
Well,
Fox News.
Fox News is of the devil, obviously.
You know, if
No
if
disagreement.
this was a program
No
that the
disagreement.
Christian right listened to, their
Fox
heads
lies,
would implode.
But yeah.
And lies of the devil.
Lies of the devil. All right.
Oh, my God.
Are we ready?
Wow.
For listener mail? Are we? Are we?
Oh, we can give that a shot.
Let's do it.
I feel like we need a hand signal so that we don't surprise Dennis. 1, 2, 3, go!
Ding, 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 ding. This is from Simon. Quite some years ago, I moved from Auckland, a large city near the top of the North Island, to Dunedin, a small city near the bottom of the South Island, 1,000 miles away. I was after a change of pace and a fresh start. Long story short, I promptly fell out badly with a couple of fundamentalist Christians, one in particular.
Ow.
For the next couple of years, this man's entire congregation harassed me in various malicious ways that I soon found I couldn't just ignore and shrug off. In the end, I tried retaliating in a few different ways, by which time I realized my situation was untenable, and I finally returned to Auckland with my tail between my legs, where I found the harassment had followed me. This soon died down, thankfully, and is now not an issue. It made me think, however, about their tactics. When I returned to Auckland, someone must have obtained my new address, someone must have taken at least one photo of me and passed it on. My situation was a paranoid's fantasy made real. As I said, there is no further issue with harassment, but something happened in May that made me think a man in his 40s who had attended a service a week before set himself on fire outside a South Dunedin church during a Sunday service and subsequently died of his injuries.
Holy shit.
My question is, was he driven to this act of desperation and protest because of harassment by Dunedin Christians? Our listeners thinks it's highly likely.
Okay. I mean, just based on that information, I wouldn't vote to convict.
No, I couldn't immediately leap to that, but
Yeah, no. I mean, it
sounds like someone with issues had a really bad day.
They had a bad day on fire.
Yeah.
Well, damn. I mean, to be clear, it is kind of an extreme position to set yourself on fire.
Yes.
I know that comes as a surprising statement to you guys. But, yeah, it's sort of interesting to just think about how the things that we think about as extreme positions that only religions get people to do, like self-immolation, whatever, whether you're a Buddhist protesting Chinese blah, 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 blah,
right.
oppression of human rights, etc., ongoing human rights violations, blah, 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 People's Republic of China, or whether you are detonating an explosive device that you're strapped to or flying a plane into a building. It is always interesting to think about how that doesn't require the belief to be in a God. It just requires that belief to be the entirety of what you care about. Right.
Yeah.
So people do that because they think that their race is the best race, or that, you know, their ideology is the best ideology.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to think about how it doesn't really matter what the belief is, as long as there's no questioning of it and you convince people that it's something greater than them and that the result of their actions is going to be positive. You can get them to set themselves on fire in protest, murder thousands of people. It's kind of terrifying. Humans are scary.
They can be. They also, you know,
Not
setting yourself on fire is definitely
what I need to do.
Yeah,
but.
setting yourself on fire is definitely making a statement.
Definitely making a statement. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that, or it's like a Three Stooges level of like, you spilled this and
No,
you
I
knocked
don't
over
think
that,
that was the case.
and then you knocked over the gasoline, and when you were trying to save it, you tripped, and then you had to roll over to get the thing, and then you stand up and there's a spark, and then
That would
accidents.
That was Mr. Bean's worst day.
But the Christian harassment is a thing.
Problem. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When he's talking about like, oh, someone must have gotten my address and like all this, it's the Church of Christ does that all the time. Like if you leave one specific church and you say, oh, I'm going to the one down the block, they contact them and say, here's this person. Are they going to church still? And if the answer is no, you're out. It's
right.
You can't sit with us. You didn't wear pink on the right day. So.
And I mean, just the ousting alone, just the crap that they put their own parishioners through is just horrendous. The church that I went to was horrible when it came to that kind of stuff. So
wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Way to bring the downer story.
Well, thank you, Simon. Yeah, well,
okay. Thanks, Simon.
I read what I get. What can I say?
Actually, there is a
there's hope.
There is a story that I would like to segue through this because it is somewhat related.
Go for it.
But
there's a volcano which is also on fire.
Anthropologist, can we get that animation up here? We need to get an animation because it's time.
The next segment.
It's time for shit internet apologists say. God, that was good. That was
perfect.
Really good.
You really love that button.
He timed it just right.
I want that button in my life. I want everywhere I go to be able to have that button and just freak people the hell out. It would be amazing.
Yeah, along with your soundtrack, man. That would be great.
Oh yeah.
Right?
You like
Yeah, no. I know.
It would be incredible. It'd be incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you would not need to get attention at the bar. You know, you don't need to.
Help me. You could.
Right?
Okay.
You know?
So, hi. Hey, have you been to this bar before, sir? Do you know what you'd like to?
Absolutely.
What would you like to order?
I want a gin and tonic.
Oh, okay. Here, yeah. Let me make that for you. Yes. Do you want that neat or on the rocks?
I would like that. You know what? I'd like that straight up, actually. You know.
Oh yeah, straight. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. It would be fantastic. But it is time for some shit internet apologists say. And
bring that shit.
Actually takes place. Can we get out of the United States and do something somewhere else? Can we talk about Canada? We got to do something about them. There's some issues.
Those bastards.
I know.
They're taking our freedom.
Sharpening their ice skates. Just ready. Just ready to attack.
They just tripled the length of that damn wall. Yeah.
We need a northern wall. We need a southern wall. Walls all around.
And we're not sure about those people in Hawaii either.
Well, apparently the Lord is handling
dealing with that.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal.
All right.
I'm going to get through the sad stuff that is the segue from that story. Okay. So there is a couple in British Columbia, provincial British Columbia.
Yes.
That is off their fucking nut. They were kicked out of church after church after church because they tried to cleanse evil spirits from the churches.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yeah. They were just they wanted to, quote, purge churches of evil influence. By the way, this is the Ottawa Citizen.
It's just a bad word to use.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
There's this community of people and something, purge something. Just stop. All right? Like, look, not even the movies were good. Just get out of here. Yeah.
But things came to a head when the wife got pregnant.
Okay.
Now, mind you, up until this point, they have had a record with domestic abuse and things like that.
Joy.
So when it came time for the child to be born, people were kind of worried, right?
Understandable.
So the time came when the parents refused all medical tests after the birth of their daughter, including hearing test, blood test, eye drops, vitamin K shot, unwilling to have the kid vaccinated. The court tried to order them. They refused. A month after the girl's birth, the girl was removed from the home of the parents, continued to have supervised access. It finally came time to go to court.
Yeah.
Now, how
was their court strategy?
Yeah.
Well, they had the Lord God as their lawyer.
Oh, my, what?
Good.
Because the Lord God's words were being transmitted through a stuffed animal of a lion, a stuffed lion. And it's so cute.
Yes, it is cute.
It is cute.
Yes, they actually stood up and held this little stuffed animal speaking in tongues and shit like that in the courtroom. And the people, in the court just, what the hell is going on? It continues.
Wow.
I know. I know.
Sounds like another...
on behalf of the judge, overruled.
They said God. Jesus Christ was their lawyer, witness, and judge. But the actual judge went no. No. A continuing care order can lead to placing the kids up for the child up for adoption. Which at this point, I would think that if you are going to and holding up a little stuffed lion and saying, that it is speaking for the Lord, that is some shit. Some internet apologists. Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, I'm just glad it didn't happen. This is something that didn't happen in the States, right? Can we just share the blame? A little bit.
Yeah, other people, other countries have
people
problems
are bad too, right?
Tu quo que. All right.
I saw this and I thought it was precious.
Yeah, well, it's certainly
Can we
crazier than magic stones in a hat that you can only read?
It's
with
completely different.
Good. No,
totally
golden
different.
tablets in a
Invisible,
magic hat. that you can only read with a magic stone.
No, the golden tablets were buried somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then he had stones in a hat. Jimmy's going to correct us anyway. But
Jimmy's already corrected me. It's the seer stones. I called them the Urim and Thummim, and apparently that is not happening because that was the original thing that was used for the first
when
book.
he was convicted of
So
fraud.
there could be there could be another religion based on this stupid stuffed lion now. I mean, you know.
No, we must follow the gourd.
Yeah.
Actually, it gets better.
It does?
It gets better.
How?
I'm segueing from this. I'm segueing from this, and I'm saying you're saying that a religion can come up around a stuffed lion.
Yeah.
What if I told you a religion has come up around blockchains and Bitcoin?
This is dead. Okay, all right, good.
Come on, that's a good segue.
Okay,
It's
speechless. That's good. It is a good segue.
This better. All right,
please
forgive me for saying, "Ooh, I'm not impressed with a new person's new religion."
Blockchain religion, Jamie.
Okay,
blockchain religion.
There are people that try to say that Google was God because it's ever present and it knows everything or whatever. Is this that level of God, or are they actually like?
I will tell you.
Tell us.
Give me the information.
I will tell you.
Tell us how blockchains are holy.
Okay, so
blessed
this is
be the name of the blockchain.
Well, actually, get this. This is from Business Insider.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Okay, well.
Right? Something not
must be official then.
The other day, the New York Times covered that there is like a concerted effort for whatever it is, Project Overload or We Don't Care About Law thing. Never mind. The New York Times acknowledged that there's like a concerted effort by Christians that don't give a shit about the United States as a Christian to try and overload our court system with lawsuits about First Amendment violations so that the court system wouldn't be able to deal with all of them because it's easier to pass laws than it is to repeal them through the court process. And they reported on that, and they were really surprised that anyone would have an idea about, oh, we should have a theocracy. And it was like, yay, they're now paying attention.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. You're like 30 years late. Whatever. Anyway, sorry. We have a chimichanga relation.
We have a blockchain Jesus. Go for it.
Blockchain Jesus. Hashtag.
He is not. No, he is not a blockchain Jesus.
No.
He's the crypto prophet.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good title. Good
Come
title.
on.
All right.
Tell me you don't want to be a crypto
That's
prophet.
branding. That's
like
branding. Really
like
good
it.
branding.
His
That
name
is
is
actually
Matt
a good
Crypto
Liston,
prophet.
and his shit sounds a whole lot better than he looks.
And we are the non-crypto prophets. Yeah.
Oh my god. Can we just steal that soundbite? I like that so much.
They can chop it out.
Hey,
the blockchain religion
Eric,
is called.
real quick. Sorry. Did someone post the stuffed lion religion on Facebook that might appreciate getting credit? Who brought that up in the chat? Whose username is Scott M 1973? I said the username wrong.
Yeah, Scott M 1973. I got you. I got you, man.
Wow, that was a smooth transition.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about Crypto Jesus.
Yeah.
The crypto prophet.
Crypto prophet
of Jesus.
Well, okay. So it's called 0x Omega.
Wow, okay. That's not it. That's not over the top. Go for it.
0 out of Omega.
So here's the thing: is he sounds like Deepak Chopra. It's more about what the religion could be and may be and could contribute to, and has nothing to do with what it is, right?
Okay.
Ask Liston about what 0x Omega is about or what this blockchain-based belief system plans to worship, and his answers range from rambling to slightly enigmatic. Quote,
yeah.
Quote, we're incentivizing mind sharing.
Really? Tell me more. Can you tell me more?
Wow.
I will. And eventually, mind upload to use consensus to form a structure of collective consciousness. Are you still with me?
It's a religion
I'm with you. Yes.
based on buzzwords.
Oh, it keeps going. It keeps going.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
and then, after we do whatever that shit was that he just said, and then we'll elevate an individual interaction with a religious structure as a group participation in a collective consciousness where the structure itself, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Is God.
Oh, wow.
I see. Yes. This is
mind blown.
Oh my gosh.
This is not bullshit. Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, this sounds
totally
completely
legitimate.
reasonable.
When does the offering plate come around? Can you take my money now? Is that how this?
I don't know, but I do.
All payments in Bitcoin.
I do know that it is a freaky narwhal that is its symbol, and I really, really like it.
Is this religion gonna ruin narwhals?
Actually, it ruined a lot of the internet because it's a narwhal with a doge head, a doggy head.
Oh.
Okay, I refuse to acknowledge the existence of this religion.
It also
on behalf of the internet, I refuse to have these precious symbols soiled by this heresy.
It's wearing a beret.
I refuse to have these precious symbols soiled by this heresy.
Right? Tattoos. An infinity tail, which what the fuck is it? I don't know.
Is there an image of this? What is it?
There is.
They can have the infinity tail, probably.
And an infinity ring logo, right? It's got a weird squiggly tail, which is apparently an infinity tail. Right?
If that is a tail in the shape of a Mobius strip, then this heresy must be burned. It must be burned. There is no. It's all digital.
We zoomed in, so I can actually pull this up.
Yeah, there's no physical thing that can be burned, but we must find a thing. We must find that and burn it. It must be burned.
Thank you so much to the people in the back room. Wow, zooming in like that so that we can actually get that up is amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, so here is the fucking narwhal. Yeah. And if you want to know more, it's on businessinsider.com.
No, right click, take the URL, and then throw it in the chat for the people.
Will do. This makes me so happy.
Tear it apart.
This makes me so happy. I love it.
All right, the official position of the ACA on vigilante justice is in opposition. All violence is opposition.
Yeah.
However, I would not weep a single tear if this was set on fire.
Wow.
Does not compute.
Oh my God.
Okay, so while I'm putting it up, I have to put the .com in parentheses.
To be clear, that was a joke. Don't set anyone's stuff on fire.
Right. Just take that the parentheses out of .com in the chat so you can actually look it up. I love it. That makes me really happy. Okay.
Sending Army. Actually, that's an award from Army. That's where he got it. Arrested Development fans are loving that.
I got nothing, man.
Okay.
Deep cut.
Like a samurai.
All right. Are we ready for the next email?
Okay.
Jamie, do you have a...
I have one, but it's
I got more.
Super downer, and we're like in a good place. And so I'd rather not read about an evangelical Christian trying to justify stuff they shouldn't be justifying yet. So, something else that's easy to make a joke about.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. You said you had another one.
Yeah, I looked. It's all really shitty at this point. It's hard to find hilarious shit, but that woman who can stop the volcanoes and the storms.
That was good.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It just fills me up when you can look at that and laugh. You know, people actually thought that I was rather crass when I said that I wanted to see that dude in the steam-powered rocket take off, that I would donate money to help him fund his steam-powered rocket, right? He is my rocket man. and whatever it takes to strap him to that fucking thing, I'll help do it. People think it's crass, but I actually really, really enjoy it. I enjoy seeing dipshits like that come up
somehow.
I know, and he survived.
I know, and he survived.
Stick him to another one. Let's do it. But no, it just makes me happy. It makes me so happy. All right. And I do want to take this time while you're pulling up an email.
I'm not.
No? Okay.
No.
I've got an email, actually,
go for it.
nonprofits, if you'd like.
Go for it.
And really, it's because it had to do with my last time with Anthony Magnabosco when he was on. But before I do that, if you haven't checked it out, please check out the nonprofits. Patreon at patreon.com/thenonprofits. It really, really does help. So this is from Tyler. Tyler, I'm reading this email. I saw it. I liked it. It says, hello, I was worried I was writing in too often, so I took a break. But in response to Russell's request, I have a few things for you today. I wanted to let you know that I really liked Anthony as a guest. Anyone who recommends secular talk and dislikes The Last Jedi as someone you should consider having on offer. Oh, fuck you, Tyler. I'm done. I'm done with you, Tyler. Yeah. We had a good thing, and now you just crush me.
This was the last email that will ever be read on the air.
Right, Tyler?
Yeah, viewpoint discrimination.
He's wounded.
Right here.
You know what?
Wounded. He thought you were friends, and then you did this.
Tyler, I still care about you, but you're wrong.
He doesn't hate you. He just thinks you're wrong.
That's right.
There it is.
Right.
He's put you in the same category as creationists. That's what's just happening.
Whoa.
There he is.
Fuck you, Tyler. All right. So, Tyler continues. Previously, you had discussed the, quote, for truth billboards. I spotted one such billboard once, which stated, quote, there is evidence for God, Romans 1:20. I decided to check the Bible verse. I know. I decided to check the Bible verse and see what this evidence was.
It was a Bible verse.
The verse stated, and he's paraphrasing here, God has provided evidence of his existence through his invisible acts, so that those who do not believe are without excuse.
Right.
Wow.
Let me just. The evidence is the invisible shit. Haven't you? Come on, you didn't
How
notice?
do you not see it?
You're not only saying it's true because the book says it's true. You're saying the book says it's true and it's invisible.
Worst defense attorney ever. There's proof my client didn't do it. It's just you can't examine it in any way.
Yeah.
So he continues. Strangely enough, however, there are Christian apologists who make this assertion that we all know that God is real. However, they fail to realize that this will make what they are doing useless. Do you agree with me, or is there something that I am missing? If the evidence for God is invisible, fucking checkmate atheists, I guess.
I guess. How convenient.
Right?
Yeah,
there's proof. It just can't be used as proof. Ha ha!
There you go.
It's the, why didn't you clean your room? I did, but then a tiny volcano or then a tiny whirlwind came in and messed it up again.
Yeah, the dog ate my homework.
So you can't tell that I definitely cleaned my room because it just doesn't, because everything that you would examine about my room says that I didn't clean my room, and that's, never mind. I'm gonna.
Actually, that's more believable because at least you're an agent who could do it.
Could clean the room. Yeah, and we know that whirlwinds exist.
Yeah.
Although inside of a house is an interesting claim.
The dog ate my homework. You don't have a dog. I have an invisible dog that ate my homework.
Yeah.
If your dog did not create the universe, then your invisible dog is far more likely.
Because dogs exist.
Yeah. Dogs exist. Adding the quality invisible is unlikely.
Yes.
But hey, at least you're starting with a known quantity.
It's a secret defense top secret research project by the Defense Department. Invisible dogs.
Yes. Dogs made of transparent aluminum.
Yes.
What you're failing to realize is that because the dog is invisible, it is evidence of God.
It is evidence of the dog. Yes.
Evidence of God.
I was going to go.
Oh, okay.
I was going to go full Alex Jones. The globalists don't want me to pass the class, so they send invisible dogs to eat my homework, and they're turning the freaking frogs gay. Like,
I was so busy being buff and having all this sex.
Wow.
Oh,
sorry, Alex Jones is funny.
Wow.
I totally slept with a girl once. It really happened.
Yeah. Well, to be clear,
I have to admit, I've not heard a single word of this clown.
I think he has kids. So
He does. There was the whole court proceedings for his
had
kids
a wife.
to be taken from him.
Yeah.
You know, he lives here in Austin.
Yeah.
He lives here in Austin.
Yeah.
He lives here in the same town as us. And people wonder why we've got shows like this.
It's because we live in the same town.
I mean, really, honestly, you've got to help counteract some of that wild bullshit.
It's like, oh, why do you have shows like this? Hey, can you go back to the story about the prophetess who's telling people they can move volcanoes with their mind?
Yeah, yeah.
Not even the X-Men have an X-Men that can move volcanoes with their mind.
I mean, I can point down the street. I can point down to our capital right here in Austin.
At a volcano, move. No, wait, sorry.
Where the FFRF had to sue our governor so that we can actually get the display back up because, you know, you can't have an atheist display. Right. You know, we've got a dude yelling about the frogs being turned gay in this town, and people are wondering, right?
No, the frogs are turning gay everywhere.
Yeah. Come to Austin. It's beautiful. Moving on.
It is, actually. It's great, except for it has the heat of Texas. Traffic is bad like it's bad everywhere, and it has every allergen. Those are literally the only 3 things that are negative about it.
And honestly,
literally everything else is excellent. It's the live music capital. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm from
if the Austin Tourist Board would like to pay me money, then I will say the things that I'd like to say about my hometown on camera. Until then,
what I'll tell you is I'm from Southern California. I've seen LA traffic, and when people complain about the traffic here, I think it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
All right. Drive.
I live an hour away. Do you really want to do this?
Yeah, well,
we can get the measuring tape right now. Okay.
Yeah, you drive through.
Quote
drive
from
outside
Tyler.
the city limits to the middle of. Never mind.
I'm moving on.
All right. Yeah.
I want to finish
on.
Tyler's message.
Like you always do. You just move on. It's fine. What did Tyler have
in regard
to
to whether it's okay to criticize ideologies?
Yes.
My answer is yes. Ideologies themselves can be quite offensive, so it's only right to point out any flaws in any ideology. I find it obnoxious when extremely vocal people espousing horrible ideas become offended when I tell them these ideas are bad because this shuts down the conversation I want to have with them. I see this as simply a defense mechanism for weak views so people will not criticize them. This is how bad ideas stick around, so people not willing to have their views challenged is a huge problem. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
You know,
I have said that through religion, even the village idiot can feel like Einstein.
Yeah.
Because he can say something religious. Nobody will contradict him. They'll chuck him on the arm and say, well said, and it's like, yeah.
I absolutely. And on top of that, what you're really pointing out and what I see stated well in here is that it is an ideology. It is not the person. Ideas are not worthy of respect. Human beings are, but bad ideas should be called out every time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Every time.
And criticized.
Yeah. Like
if somebody has imbued those, has invested their own self-worth in those ideologies, too freaking bad.
Yeah.
Don't invest in bad ideologies, dude.
No, and be proud of divesting yourself from bad ideologies.
Yeah. We're pointing out mistakes. Maybe you should choose a better ideology.
And to be honest, I know I say it all the time on Talk Heathen, but it's something that I just stick to, and that is that I don't know is the most intellectually honest thing you can say.
Yeah.
You know,
well, it's the most intellectually honest thing you can say, but I know everything.
Well.
No? All right. That's fine.
I'd like the volcano over there.
Hashtag right swipe Jamie. Okay.
Did you say hashtag left swipe Jamie?
Right swipe Jamie.
Okay.
It's like, or was it hashtag grind on Jamie? What was it? Was it hashtag grind Jamie? Somebody posted that in the thing.
Jamie's grinding, Jamie grinding.
Yeah, let's just get all versions up there.
We need a consensus from the chat. By the end of the show, you guys have to pick one.
Right.
Okay. I guess I can only speak for myself.
Website. Yeah.
But when someone told, I'm reading the thing. Okay. I guess I can only speak for myself. But when someone told me atheism is the stupidest decision a person could possibly make, it did not offend me at all because I knew that person is wrong. I'm secure in my stances, and if I cannot respond to a criticism, it means I have something to do, some thinking to do.
Right.
That said, feel free to tear into this with as much substance as you wish. Regards, Tyler. Tyler, you have a really terrible view on Star Wars, and I'm sorry. So.
Yeah, but everything else actually.
Yeah, no, it was a really good letter.
We completely agree with everything else. But that's that one deal breaker.
Right? Absolute deal breaker. Absolute deal breaker.
Yeah.
But that is hashtag grind on Jamie. Hashtag grind on Jamie. Hashtag grind on Jamie.
I think that's what the how the votes are going. Although someone has hashtag slap Jamie. So,
I mean, if he's into that. But
he's got to have me as well. But
hashtag grind.
You know, so, there's also hashtag Eric I choose you. So you might check out your.
Hold on.
Now he's switching to the chat.
If we can get him out of his Pokeball.
Yeah.
Look, if someone wants the Pokeballs, call me.
I choose you.
You can send the meetup details to.
Oh no!
Eric
don't start that shit. Grind on Eric. Nope.
Big no.
Eric's not on Grindr.
Hashtag tap Jamie.
So see, this is what happens when you have us on the air, right? We argue with each other and we try and.
We do not argue with each other.
Banter with each other?
No.
Is this what you want to do?
What is it?
No, it's humorously self-contradicting is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Because I was arguing that we don't argue. It's like, I'm going to have an argument. No, you're not.
Do you see this? This is what
all the time,
I
right?
was just,
all
I was
the time,
just
every
trying
single time.
To,
You know, the
oh
best thing
God.
you just phase them out.
Why don't you ever back me up when I
go.
say things on the air? Why don't you ever come to my events? It's
Jamie,
fine.
We talked about this in front of Dr. Brenner.
I know,
and
now we have to talk about it now because
we
you
don't
didn't
need to do this on the air.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but
you know
apparently we do because you didn't listen to everything else that anything else said. You know, you're not. He also said use I statements, and you're not doing that. And I feel personally attacked by you right now. So
I want to move forward, okay, and get to the next.
I feel like that's actually probably a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we wore out this bit. Jamie, do you got the next story?
You're worn out. What? Yeah, the next story is a huge downer because it's an evangelical justifying our government's policy on the border.
Good.
That's okay. We've had a fun time.
Well, now,
I think we can.
We've had a fun time.
There is one thing. Haven't I read a story that some church has shaken its finger at Sessions?
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a few of them saying,
his own.
I think his own church. Yeah, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
His own church condemned him
hang on.
for child abuse.
Here, yeah. Will you grab that one while I read this one?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right, so this one is, it's an interesting kind of approach to the apologetics of an idea, right? Which is cruelty to children ever justifiable? Which is the beginning of argument. So you can kind of already tell where this is going to go, but it's...
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God. What's funny is that it goes through this first paragraph of like, oh, if someone is asking this question, it should bring an answer immediately to mind. No. On the other hand, is the beginning of the sentence after that. We have to ask. Yeah, on the other hand.
Is that the hand you slap your kid with?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, actually. Yeah. On the other,
strangle your child with that hand?
Yeah. On your pimp hand, which you keep strong, we have to ask what constitutes cruelty. Here in this post, I mean inflicting suffering that is on children that is unnecessarily inflicting it. And so,
Is there a necessary inflicting pain on a child?
Yes.
Well,
is that a thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you have to give them a shot to keep them healthy, yes, you're inflicting pain on a child for the child's own good.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's a good point.
If you hold it loosely, like if a child is trying to run away and you are afraid that they are going to run into the street,
into the
grabbing them,
yeah,
if you have the looser sort of actual definition of
is
violence, that is technically you restraining them physically.
There is a necessity.
But, I don't think this falls under necessary.
No,
just in case you're wondering.
So I think that our collective response to spare the rod, spoil the child is a big, hearty no.
Yep.
I know he's
wrong.
I know. I got to stop with that button.
Our producer,
yeah. Okay. So our last story, I believe, is going to be the one that you suggested. It's on CBS News.
Go for it.
Yeah, Sessions.
And it's members of Sessions Church accuse him of child abuse for border policies. And I'm just going to read from this.
Excellent.
This is.
But there's only one God.
This is again
objective morality. There's no disagreement. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What?
You done?
Yeah.
Never.
Hundreds of United Methodists have brought church law charges against Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who's a member of the denomination. In a June 18th statement, more than 600 members of the denomination, including clergy, accused Sessions of child abuse by helping enforce the Trump administration's policy of separating children from parents who illegally crossed the southern border. The group of United Methodists also accuses Sessions of racial discrimination, immorality, and, quote, dissemination of doctrines contrary to the established standards of doctrines, unquote, of the United Methodists. Guys, this is CBS News. This is CBS. This is not The Onion. This is not, something on page. No.
I didn't realize you could sue someone in church.
Right. The Reverend David Wright, a United Methodist clergyman from Washington State, told United Methodist News Service that he and others in the denomination decided they had to act after Sessions quoted the Bible to defend the child separation policy. Quote, I really never would have thought I'd be working on charges against anybody in the Methodist connection, much less a layperson, Wright told the news service. How bad is it when you wind up going to your own freaking church and they're just like, yeah, you're a dickhead.
It's Jeff Sessions bad.
Hashtag Jeff Sessions bad. I like it.
Yes.
Man.
Moving on, because we're almost done with that, is the denomination's Book of Discipline allows for a member to be expelled from the United Methodists after a trial. That's why it's happening. They're trying to kick him out of his own religion.
Cool. But a religion having a Book of Discipline.
I like it.
Yeah, okay, right, whatever.
Don't kink shame me.
No. Is that like a spanking?
The book itself is just crazy.
Right?
No.
Right.
It's a large book, and you need two hands.
Yeah.
All right.
Book of Discipline.
After a trial, the Reverend William Lawrence told the news service, but this is exceedingly rare in practice. Wright said that he does not want Sessions to be kicked out of the United Methodists and would prefer he, quote, reclaim his values with the help of his pastor. Quote, I would look upon his being taken out of the denomination or leaving as a tragedy. That's not what I would want from this, Wright said. The United Methodist Church has been critical of the Trump administration's border policies. Quote, the Christ we follow would have no part in ripping children from their mother's arms or shunning those fleeing violence. It is unimaginable that faith leaders even have to say that these policies are antithetical to the teachings of Christ. Oh, that's kind of bullshit, actually. I don't know about that.
Many applaud.
Yeah, it's also, I know they may be surprised, but that's because maybe they don't understand.
The ultimate irony that I saw was some Catholic priest talking about it and saying, oh, how terrible this was.
Yes.
And I'm going, oh, yeah, raping them's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't separate them from their parents. Yeah. Sure, guy. Sorry, Catholics have no right, have lost any right to try and school us on morality.
Yeah, until they
It's gone.
clean up your own house. That's my favorite response to that. Yeah, sure. Okay, guy.
Yeah.
Hashtag Jeff Sessions bad. I think we're starting things here. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
How many hashtags can the nonprofits produce?
In one episode.
Yeah. Hashtag records.
Oh no.
All right. What else we got left?
I'm tapped.
Me too.
Do we have any other segments that we did not do?
I think we have an outro.
Yeah.
Dennis, probably. Although,
Yeah, that's about all. But how are we doing time-wise?
I think time-wise we would end early, which is why I'd like to do some cross-promotional.
Yeah, let's actually plug our stuff. Let's plug patreon.com/thenonprofits. Let's plug patreon.com/talkheathen-to-me, which Jamie and I are hosts of. Please feel free to check us out Sunday, 1 p.m. Central. You can also check out the Atheist Experience.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been carrying them
There's
along.
some show by that name.
Yeah, there's it's a tiny little show.
You know, they have, I think, Matt Dillahunty and Seth Andrews on this weekend for their 1,000th episode. I know, right?
Yeah.
Seth Andrews has actually never been on.
Until this week.
Yeah, he's never been on AXP.
And he will never be again on any show. This is his last show ever because he's, I don't know.
I'm actually, I'm going to meet him and I'm going to fangirl super hard and I'm just going to melt. I'm going to melt, when he says hi in that dulcet tone that just makes you just want to.
Yeah, I'm going to shop. Don't worry, guys. Eric will still be around. I'll shop, vacuum up, put it in a jar. Stick it in a freezer, solidify him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Smash it. And then
Seth Andrews.
Hey, you want a used car? That's how that works.
So, definitely set your calendars this Sunday.
Hashtag AXP1000. They started that in the chat.
They did. Actually, it's been around.
AXP1000
is a thing that has already started, but let's get it out. We got a couple days.
And it'll be
let's get everybody
in the not too distant future.
That's right. I want you to tweet this. Tweet this out at as many people as you can. Let's get some interest. Let's let people know that Matt Dillahunty and Seth Andrews are going to be on for the 1,000th episode this weekend, June 24th, 2018, 1,000th episode. Make sure you tune in. Right?
Even
Who's
1,000.
Matt Dillahunty?
That
He
means
sounds
something.
new. Thanks, random guy.
Let's see. Also, I would like to say that I was on Atheist Roundtable briefly, and it is going to be airing soon. I really, really enjoyed my time there. I love when I get to go on every time. It wasn't just the regulars. Dan the Man was on. If you want to follow Dan, his Twitter
Objectively, Dan is what he goes by. Yeah.
He's really, really fun.
Yeah,
absolutely love the guy.
You're going to be seeing him around ACA stuff as well.
I also am going to be on a few other shows in the next week that I cannot yet announce because I'm not allowed to. But man, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Cool.
They're top secret DARPA programs, so you can't announce them yet.
Stay tuned. I'd also like to say that we have
Weaponized atheism.
We've actually launched across our social media some changes. And in those changes, they follow our new mission statement. And the mission statement for the ACA, I know, it's changed. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah,
it has changed.
Is it no longer positive atheism and the separation of church and state?
Compassionate atheist culture and the separation of religion and government is that section of it, but the entire thing has changed.
Okay.
There's more of it. Hey, surprise!
Right?
Well,
I'll actually read it to you.
Nobody tells me nothing.
It's compassionate atheism and secular government globally through the production of media that is accessible, informative, and entertaining, and locally through community outreach, events, and service. Yeah.
So,
I know, right?
Expecting me to rattle that off.
Well, it's
I think you can get a pass this week. Though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a real good show.
Wow.
And a lot of
it has been fantastic.
A lot of fun.
Again, patreon.com
Slash
the
nonprofits.
atheist. Patreon.com/atheist interview. Patreon.com/godless bitches. Patreon.com/the preaching humanist. Patreon.com/ The Atheist Experience, and of course,
you actually forgot at that time. Talk heathen to me. All right,
talk heathen to me.
Dennis, you want to take us
out? Support your favorite shows, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our show that was, and enjoyed it. We hope you did. Another episode in 2 weeks on the 4th of July. There will be. Watch or watch not. There is no try.